Hello friends and potential friends. Well, I think I mentioned in that pork roast video that I had run out of sausage. So it's time to fix that. I've got 3 packages of pork loin that I took out of the freezer the other day and thawed out in the refrigerator. That adds up to a little over 8.5 pounds of meat. And then I've got 3 pounds of bacon. Because, as I keep harping on, these pork loins are extremely lean. So, in order to make sausage that's going to hold together, you got to add fat to it. I generally try to buy the cheapest bacon I can find because it seems the cheaper the bacon, the more fat content. And that's what I want, is that fat content. So now it's time to turn this stuff into sausage. And to do that, I've got a couple of options. I have my handy dandy meat grinder, and I also have my mom's old grinder. This one really is better for vegetables than for meat. This one is purely for meat. And I could easily be cranking on that thing all day to grind up all that pork loin. But I do have one more option. And the option I've decided to go with is the meat grinder for my KitchenAid, because I am not going to crank that crank all day. And to finish things off, I had to come up with some seasonings. I always keep this stuff in the house just in case. And I've decided for this batch I'm going to go with mostly blend number 10 of the legs. And I added in a little bit of the hot pork sausage seasoning, maybe 1 or 2 ounces. I'm going to save that Cajun for another time. So what I'm going to do is cut up this meat so that it'll go through the grinder. I'm going to go ahead and mix in the seasoning before I grind it, because I don't have a mixer. And I'm not going to do that by hand either. So let me get this cut up and we'll get ready to start grinding. Okay, we got everything set up. This is about 8.5 pounds of pork, 3 pounds of bacon. That's a little over 10 pounds. Each of those packages of legs is 8 ounces, and that's enough seasoning to do 25 pounds of meat. So I've got a little over 10, so I measured out just a hair over 4 ounces of the seasoning. And I'm gonna sprinkle that over the meat. Like so. Still got plenty more. I'll be sprinkling more as I need it. And now it's a matter of making noise. That I just drop the meat down into the hopper, add a little bit of bacon, a little more meat, a little more bacon. I am on the coarse grind right now. So as you can see, it's coming out pretty large chunks, but that's okay. I'll be running it through a second time on the smaller wheel. And keep on grinding. I guess that's enough noise, so I'm going to put this on fast forward, see if I can find a little bit of music to put behind it. Now we're going to swap out the cutter, go with the smaller cutter. First I got to clean all of this stuff out. More than likely there's going to be some sinew stuck in here. Yep, as expected, so need to clean that up. Take the cutting blade off here. Any of the silver skin winds up getting stuck in here. So you want to clean that out frequently. Otherwise it just makes a big mess all the way around. I'm not going to take the whole thing apart. Looks like that auger is still doing pretty clean. So then we put the blade back on, get the smaller cutting wheel, put that in. Spin that around like so. And now I need that other pan. And I'm going to liberally sprinkle in the rest of this seasoning. Give it a little bit of a mix. I think I'm going to put this into the low pan. And now we'll just run it through again. Well, there's the final product, fried up and ready to eat. That's some good stuff. Now I just need to get the rest of this packaged up and in the freezer, and then clean up my mess. Well, there we have 9 packages, each one just a little bit over a pound. The reason there's not 10 there is because I didn't have a full pound to put in the last one. So I'm fixing myself another patty. But that's it for today, and I'll see you next time.